Now, next up, we're going to do Josh. So here's an interesting question from Josh. Josh says, try as I might, I'm really shit at writing briefs. What are you shit at doing in your business, and how do you work around it? So I will tell you that I am crap at a lot of things within my business, and the thing that I've come up with for that is this awareness that I tend to be good at the things I enjoy doing, and I tend to be crap at the things I don't enjoy doing, which sounds obvious when you say it out loud, but oftentimes these things aren't as obvious as you may think. So what I've come up with as my own internal strategy for my businesses, and this applies not just to my Amazon business, but for all businesses that I'm involved with, is a 72-hour rule. So my standard test is, if a thing has been on my own to-do list, because I have a to-do list that I work from every day, and if something has been on that to-do list for 72 hours, then that tells me that I am now the bottleneck in that element of the business. And so anytime I realize that I am an impediment to the growth of the business, which is a lot, then I want to do as fast as possible, I want to remove myself from that element of the business, because it stops growth and it stops you building a good business, a good strong business. So I've got my 72-hour rule, okay? I also have another rule. So my other rule is, if I have done something within the business 3 times within any given month, then I outsource it. So if I've done something 3 times within any given month, then it's time for that to be outsourced. Now, you could argue that you could outsource before that, but as a good kind of rule of thumb, that's a great rule of thumb. If you've done something repetitively, done it 3 times, you've got to outsource that, get somebody else doing it for you, okay? And I believe now that the skill within these Amazon businesses, and this is going to be more for my inner circle peeps, I guess, the skill to get good at within your Amazon business, especially if you're sitting there saying to yourself, you know, I want to scale to over $1 million a year, for instance. Like if you've got aspirations of a 7-figure Amazon business, then the single most important skill you can get good at is outsourcing, is absolutely outsourcing. I've just putting together my own outsourcing program that I'm going to teach all the people in my inner circle. And as a result of doing that, I worked out that I've actually got 52 people in my own business now, which is, you know, it's a lot of people. My business will do, well, it's currently at $5 million a year. I'm taking on 12 new people right now, ready for Amazon Prime and also for Christmas. And our own internal goal is to do $1 million over December. So that's our goal for December alone, to do $1 million. And so we are taking on the team to facilitate that growth within the business. So yeah, I really do think that the ability to outsource is your ability to remove yourself from your business and to work on your business and not in your business. Now, a really awesome book that deals with that is The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And Mr. Gerber is completely insane, but The E-Myth is an awesome, awesome book. I don't know if any of you guys have read The E-Myth. Really, really good. What type of people am I hiring? Everything from logistics people to Amazon SEO people to Google SEO people to customer support as well. The customer support thing is something that I really dislike doing in the Amazon business. I don't like doing it. I find it really quite tedious to get back to people with invoices that they request or updates on their shipping and things like that. I find it all a bit tedious. I feel like I could do with my time much more high-level things that really play to my strengths rather than giving people invoices, for instance. So it's things like that, things which I'm aware will really ramp up in that period, and I don't want to be the person doing it because I know that I don't like doing it, therefore I'll be shit at doing it. Vicky, are all your employees AOE people also? I don't know what you mean by that. AOE people. No, they're not. Sorry, I do know what you mean by that. No, not at all. So I have AOE people. So you guys all know, for instance, Orvi, who is actually, she's my business manager. So we got to a point very, very quickly where I could no longer manage the outsourcers. And so I promoted Orvi to that role. And so Orvi's role now is to manage the outsourcers. She actually hires the outsourcers as well, using all the systems that I created, which I'll be teaching you guys in my inner circle this month, by the way. So I kind of outsourced that because, again, I recognized that I was a roadblock. I didn't have the time to interview 10 people for a position. I'm busy working on other things. And so, yeah, Orvi now does that for me. So I have people within the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs that you guys would know about. And then within my own Amazon business and greater Amazon consulting business that I have as well. I also have team that just do that as well. Yeah. So how do you then dial in your SOPs? That's a constantly updated process. So we're constantly, because you know yourself, Amazon is constantly updating their own policies and things like that, and so we have to make changes to our own SOPs, standard operating practices, to stay up to date with that. So that's a constantly evolving thing, and I'm almost at the point where I need to hire somebody to do that as well. So yeah. Could you tell me the name of the book again, please? It's called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And I think now the one that you want is The E-Myth Revisited. So that's his revised version of that. Yeah. If I may ask, how much does Orvi cost? When you can ask, I don't know it's appropriate for me to tell you what she gets paid, but in my outsourcing thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all the different pay structures that are, so I prefer to hire from the Philippines, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but I'm going to show you all the different pay structures and things like that, okay? How would you say the outsourcing has improved your business? What I have found is that it's allowed the business to grow. There's no way in hell I could have a business doing, mid 7 figures if it was just me. There's just no way that that would ever happen. And so I've had to get good at outsourcing as a result of that. So it's improved it in that respect. Now, here's an interesting thing. Without kind of going too much into the content I want to share with you on my inner circle, there's elements of your business that you will do better than everybody else, and there's some things that they will do much better than you do. And so the thing to do is figure out all of that. Yeah. So, but anyway, look, if you are interested, if you want to kind of come and sit in on that and join my inner circle, send to all, then get yourself off and join my inner circle. That's where I cover all that sort of stuff. And it's all the things that I'm doing in my own business to grow it consistently as it grows, the good stuff and the bad stuff, because you need both, of course. I don't, hold anything back. I tell you the shit that's working and also the stuff that isn't working, because I believe you actually learn a lot more from the stuff that's not working than you do from the stuff that is working. That's where you learn things, not from the stuff that works. It's from the stuff that doesn't work. So yeah. Anyway, feel free to come and join me if that's what you're interested in. Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie
online entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie online entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie online entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.